Good evening, good people. It's Black Market, Black for short. Wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit, man, just to talk about the NBA draft and a couple of the surprises that we've seen this evening, and then talk to y'all about a little bit, some more of the rumors that have taken place over the last 48 hours since the last time I was with y'all. But yeah, man, it's good to see these kids come through and see their dreams come true, because that's what is the most important thing, man. Some of these kids are going to be set for the rest of their lives, financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being able to take care of your family, not having to worry about doing anything in regards to, worried about being broke, worried about your parents being in bad situations back home, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your grandmas, being able to do that, and then just being a productive um, participant in this world and a citizen in this world, man. That's what is most important for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids come, if you follow some of their um, some of their stories, you would know some of these kids come from some bad situations, man. You know what I'm saying? And for them to get that ticket to get up out of there, get their families out of there, I'm grateful to see it, happy to see it as a man that's getting older. You know what I'm saying? As a father, that's a great thing to see. These kids going out here living out their best dreams. So that's a great thing. So salute to these kids, man, and the mentors they had in their lives to get them to this point. You know, because I'm pretty sure somebody helped them get there. But I don't want to focus on that too much now. I wanted to really just talk about a couple of picks I've seen so far, man. Paolo going to Orlando. At first, I thought that was going to be Chet because of the connection to Jalen Suggs. From playing with him in high school to playing with him in Gonzaga. I thought that was going to be the natural fit, but hey, what do I know? Orlando didn't even work him out pre-draft. They didn't even work out Paolo pre-draft. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, come up, pick one, pick one was Banchero, man. So that's tight. But I'm interested to see how that all fits out too, because you got Paolo. He's either gonna play the three, which really basketball is positionless at this point. But even still, you got Paolo, you got Wendell Carter Jr., you got Mo Bamba, you got what's his name, the other German kid though, I forgot his name, his brother Wagner. You got Wagner down there. They're all play the same position, so you got really three or four fours. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do with them? You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that's going to be interesting about that situation. You got Chet going to OKC, and they got another European kid, Pokey. I call him Pokey for short, but they have him. Pokey is one other guy they have there in OKC, man. But it's a lot of these teams that are getting multiple guys at certain positions, and then most times that would probably hurt. But I think knowing OKC, not all these guys are going to stay where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Not all these guys are going to stay where they're at, and that's one thing that we have to pay attention to over these next 24 to 72 hours, because some of these guys that are in excess on these teams may be on the move. With that, so you had that. One thing, I don't think I saw AJ Griffin being picked yet, but that's kind of like what's going on with that. But then I saw Ivy. Ivy is a dog. Jaden Ivey is a dog. And you got one. Keegan Murray is a dog, and he's gonna be out there hooping, man. So it's a lot of guys like that you see with everything that's going on. That's good. Like I said, seeing AJ Griffin, still on the board is weird. I thought he'd be at least in the top 10. So that was kind of weird to see. But back to more of these rumors. I saw a rumor, going on about John Collins, you know, maybe being traded. I was like, to where? You know what I'm saying? And why would you trade him? And then you have a rumor out there about maybe what's his name, the center, Clint Capella being traded. That's something new. I'm like, but if what type of action is Atlanta looking to run though? Like you're not going to get a better center out there right now other than Capella. I don't think John was the issue. I think more the issue in Atlanta was just health. People got hurt at the last minute at bad situations. You know what I'm saying? So that was tough. Then I heard something. Read something last night about the DeJounte Murray in San Antonio. Maybe he might be on the move. And I'm like, why would Pop? Why would Pop want to give him away? That's weird too. You know, some odd things going on, man. And then who else? Who else did I hear about? Who else did I hear about off top? Um, I call him Little Obama, Malcolm Brogdon. I know they got some rumors out about him maybe moving on, but I think you just got to play that through in Indiana, man. The whole situation with Miles Turner, he might be on the move, but I'm like, all they need is just some, just work, just play together, man. It ain't that many other than what if you look in the East, right? A lot of people are talking about moving players and all that, but I'm like, other than maybe you got Milwaukee, right? You got Milwaukee, you got Miami, but you don't know what the situation is going to be with them because PJ Tucker. That's another thing I'll get to. You got PJ Tucker out there. You got down there. You got Jimmy. You got Bam. You got Tyler. You got a couple other guys. You don't know you don't know what's going on with Kyle Lowry, man. The man can't even get in shape. Obviously Boston is still going to be tough to deal with next year, but if you're in Indiana or you're Atlanta, why not just focus on getting healthy? You know what I'm saying? Next year and bring maybe run it back and just maybe get a couple pieces in free agency and see what you can do. Maybe it might be one trade that'll help you go further because as you know, all it takes is one injury to change the direction of your journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be honest about it, if you really want to be honest about it, Milwaukee should have went back to the finals. They were one injury away from doing it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for Middleton getting hurt and being having an extra dog besides Giannis, they beat. I think they beat Miami. You know what I'm saying? But they just couldn't get it. They were hurt, man. It is what it is at that point. So a lot of these teams have issues, and then as far as the Sixers go, they got the rumor out there that they're still trying to get rid of Matisse, and they're trying to try to make a trade, to get him out of there so they can get PJ Tucker. I'm kind of on the fence with it, and the reason I say that is because PJ, even though he's a dog, man, and the 76ers need some more toughness, PJ's still 37 years old. And if you want to believe the rumors that are out there, they got PJ going in. They say that PJ they want to sign PJ once he makes it to free agency, to a 3-year deal. I'm like, man, come on, man, 3 years for 30 million. No, I don't count the money, but I'm like, I'm not giving him 3 years. You know what I mean? There's got to be some stipulations on that. You know, it ain't about the money. This is about the time. Because you in Philadelphia, you got to met whoever you have here. They have to be on that same time schedule as Joel. You can't have guys that's going to be here for 3 years. By the time that man, at the end of the 3 years, that man's 40. That ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So you got that, and I think they're still trying to pair together a couple of things and do something with Danny Green's contract because of the Achilles. But you're asking the team to take on a guy's contract that is injured, and that's not something that you really want to do either. You know what I mean? So you got that in the works. But man, this then back out to Brooklyn, and it's a lot of interesting things going on back out there. You thought the talks would die down in regards to Kyrie, that they maybe Brooklyn, maybe the organization and Kyrie could work out something where he would stay with Kyrie or stay with KD, man. But as of now, if you're following the rumors, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. They said Kyrie and the team can't figure out the time, can't figure out the. Now it's not even so much the salary; it's the years. But I mean, you got to look at it from the you got to look at it from the team standpoint, man. Like, it's like this, and this goes for any job. It ain't just about being a basketball player. Your best ability in any job is availability. If you're not available to your employer, that is a problem, and they're paying your salary whether you got social issues or whatever the case may be. That is not their problem. Their problem is they're paying to see you perform, or they want to put a product out on the court that is worth fans showing up to pay their money to see it. And where Kyrie is falling short, and especially where he's fallen short over the last 3 years, is being on the court with the rest of his teammates, man. You know what I mean? You gotta just call it the way it is. I mean, I like Kyrie, man. Kyrie is a true hooper. However, you gotta look at it from the team standpoint, man. Like, you've missed 123 games over the last 3 years, bro. 123. You know what I mean? And some of it, that you attributed some of it to what happened at the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd. A couple of other social incidents that took place, and you decided to take off for 2 weeks at a time, a week at a time. You went to I mean, granted, your family is important, but you took off to go to party with your sister, man. You left your team hanging, and they couldn't find you. So when it comes up, for your contract to be negotiated, you gotta expect that the team is going to try to protect itself in any way, shape, or form from you going AWOL again, bro. You got to look at it that way. So with that being said, right now you got it where it's basically at an impasse, man. And the person that's impacted the most is KD, because KD is looking at this situation and trying to figure out, what am I going to do, right? What am I going to do with, what I'm saying, with this situation? Because he came to Brooklyn on the strength of Kyrie, because he wanted to play with his brother, but then his brother not barely there. You brought Harden there, and he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be there. You know what I mean? And then to find out, and then to come back, you come back out of COVID. You come back out of COVID, man, and you say you didn't want to get the shot, right? And these guys, you gotta understand, like, if you don't want to get the shot, man, personally, that's on you. However, when there are people whose salaries rely on you, right, being available on that court, you may not play all 82, bro. But if you playing 75, even 70, 65 out of those 82 games, that means you're there. But these guys' livelihoods rely on you being there. You know what I'm saying? So you not being there because of a shot, and then the whole thing with the January 6th, it's like, look, man, it's when the rubber meets the road. You're gonna have to put up or shut up. And as a teammate, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame if Harden would have went to wherever, you know what I'm saying, Miami, Orlando, who else, wherever he would have went, I don't blame him, because you have to know your guy is going to be dependable. It's not like Kyrie is, the 13th guy on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie is the second best player on the team. And that's no disrespect to James, but Kyrie is the best player, second best player on the team. And he came to play with them. So when you look at it, man, you know what I mean? Like, Kyrie, just the situation is just all bad. And you kind of wish that he would just, like, hey, man, just buckle down and say, look, I'm not going to think about me. I'm going to think about the betterment of the team. So you got that going. And then, like I said, you tie that in with KD. KD is looking at this like, if this man don't take this deal, I'm coming directly back to management and saying, right, Drew. Yeah, right, Drew. See, that's the thing, man. Kyrie being out a lot, that's frustrating. Like, to a hooper, like, you don't imagine, like, I'm talking about even at our level. We going to play in the rec leagues, right? And we all pay. Let's say we all paid. It's 7 of us on the team, and all of us had in the entry fee is $280, and we all paid $40 to get there. And then when our first game come, only 4 of us show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Or really, let's say 5 of us show up. You know what I'm saying? But we need those other 2 guys, because we're gonna be playing all 40 minutes. You know how tired, you know how frustrating that is? No, anything that's a guy you need. That is tough. That is tough to deal with. And like I said, I don't blame James. And I wouldn't blame Kyrie. I wouldn't blame KD if he left, man. That's tough. That's tough to deal with, man. And then on top of it, the truth be told, when James left, when James got traded for Ben, KD didn't want Ben. If you look at the interviews that even happened during that time, KD didn't want Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't want nothing to do with him. He was hot that James decided to leave, but from a basketball standpoint, and not knowing your future, and not being able to rely on KD, or not being able to rely on Kyrie, he had to do what he do. And I think from that standpoint, I think that's where KD understood it. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's say, Kyrie does leave. Where does he go? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want him in Philadelphia, obviously, because I don't want him playing with Joel and James. And I don't think, if Kyrie is this selfish, I don't think he's going to take the $6 million mid-level exception to go play in LA. Because what the hell is LA going to do with goddamn, or what is LA going to do with Russ? You already trying to figure out that situation. Who's going to trade for Russ's contract? You know what I mean? And then then they said, well, he'll go play in New York. If he wanted to go play with the Knicks, he would have did it when he first had the opportunity. It's just a lot of mess out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be these next couple of weeks, these next couple of days is gonna be weird, bro. Yo, no sir. I'm a 76ers fan, Jadis. 76ers fan through and through, but that doesn't that doesn't prevent me from looking at things in a very objective and unbiased way. You know what I'm saying? It does not, because I look, if you're a hooper, man, if you really love the game, that doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, or the case may be, man. You recognize game when game is to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? You recognize it, no matter who it is. Even people, I saw, a lot of fans, a lot of 76ers fans saying, I hate the Celtics. I'm like, look, bro, I just want to see good ball. You know what I mean? I want to see good ball being played. It don't matter who playing it. You know what I'm saying? You will want your team to be in it, but if they not, at least want to see good basketball being played. You know, so you got that. But it's gonna be interesting, man. You know what I mean? These next, we got free agency coming. It's gonna be some trades out there. We're not gonna know what is what. You hear a lot of speculation. Why is Ty still out there, man? That's one guy. Okay, so one guy would like the 76ers to get if he's there. He's either one or two people, either Jaden Hardy from the G League Unite, or I would like to see them get EJ Liddell from Ohio State, man. I seen him play a couple times. That dude's a good dude, man. He's a hooper. AJ, this man, yeah. Everything is going good, bro, man. I'm off until Tuesday, you know what I mean? So I got a little bit of time to spend with y'all, man. Between school and work, that's why y'all haven't really seen much of me these last, couple weeks, Now I want to apologize to y'all for that, but I'll be on a lot more, man. Shout out to my guys, Joe Castro, Marv, Brandon, Walt, E, Boo Neal, man, those my guys, man. They all part of the family. Um, so what questions y'all have out there, man? I know it's only 6 of y'all out there. I came on kind of late, but what questions y'all have, man? I'm here to answer anything, man. Appreciate it, Jadis, man. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, it's you know. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. Russ, Russell Westbrook. What do y'all see going on with it, man? I don't see where the Lakers, or I don't see where anybody's going to trade for him. You know what I mean, because of the contract. And I don't want to say poor John Wall. He just down there. He already opted into his 47 mil contract. I want to think they doing all. I want to think they doing all 60 picks, but I hope not, because once you get past, man, that really, if you want to be honest about it, once you get past 10, bro, it's a crapshoot. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I think he should, man. I just think that with Russ, man, and you can say this about any guy that's actually came and played for a team with LeBron on it, man. It takes a lot of adjustment. It takes a lot of adjustment, man. You know what I'm saying? Because think about the guys that's played with LeBron that had to completely adjust their games. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the first stint in Miami, when he went to Miami, right? Before Chris Bosh got there, that dude was averaging 20 and 10. You know what I mean? 20 and 10 religiously for like 5 years when he was in Toronto, right? He gets to Miami, man. They made that man pretty much a corner shooter. He didn't do nothing else. He might have shot a couple things, a couple shots within the mid range, but all he did was go stand in one of the left corner or the right corner and wait to be open. Oh yeah, absolutely. I play, man. I play 2K. I play 2K, man. But it's wild to see how people's games completely adjust when they have to play with LeBron, man. Like with Kevin Love. Yeah. And then with Kevin Love, man, he was averaging what? It was a couple years in Minnesota. He was averaging 25 and 15. Right, Drew. That mean it's crazy, man. He was playing 25. He was scoring 25 and 15 points or 15 rebounds, right? He goes to Cleveland with him. My man's a 18 and 8. He goes down from 25 and 15 to 18 and 8. How do you do that? And I struggle with the situation where some people come around and they come around and say like LeBron makes his teammates better, and I always struggle with the question of how. Tell me in what ways does he make his teammates better, right? Yeah, he was a 20 and 20 guy 1 year, right, Drew? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how does he make his guys better around him? You know what I mean? And I don't see it. I don't see it. It's been 18 years. I don't see it. Guys that played, like guys that have flourished, or guys that already had established games, like you know Kai or AD, or Wade or D Wade, but he kind of took the back seat towards the end. You know what I mean? So it's weird, man. It's tough to see. And then you out in LA right now. The worst thing they could have did was I think that was the worst situation for Russ to go to. I think he really should have stayed in Washington. You know what I mean? So he can have more of leeway to do what he need to do. And then the other thing about LA was when they started pumping up Horton Tucker. I'm like, oh my, now they trying to trade him and don't nobody want him. I was like, maybe it's because he wasn't that good. Yes, he is in the NBA. We understand it. You know what I'm saying? He is an NBA player, but he is not a starter. He's not a guy that you would even say, look, I want you to be in my top 7 coming off my bench. I don't want him playing. He is not as good as what they try to pump him up to be out in LA. Yeah, Jadis. I would love to see LeBron play with Bronny, man. That would be a great thing, man. You know what I mean? That'd be a great thing. Um, what else is out there? Um, like I said, I covered the John Collins thing. I covered the DeJounte Murray thing. I covered the Kyrie and KD thing. Malcolm Brogdon. Um, I really want to get with y'all. What is it? It's the 23rd right now. So free agency is really going. They're really going to start tampering, and in the next 5 days, 4 to 5 days, you're going to see something. Yeah, the argument was his first years with Cleveland making it to the finals. Yeah, no, LeBron didn't improve. LeBron hasn't improved any team that he was on. You know what I mean? It's just like the weirdest thing was, and it was the year they was down 3-1 against Golden State, and really it just took. If you really look at it, bro, they played defense as a team, but that's not where you make your teammates better. Either your teammates can play defense or they can't. That was really just him and Kyrie just went nuts for 3 straight games, and then I'm not even going to blame the fact that uh Draymond got hurt. You know what I mean? Or Draymond got suspended. That was just he still came back and they still lost. Jadis, I would like to see either EJ Liddell, Beauchamp, or Hardy get picked at 23 if they keep 23. You know what I mean? That's if they keep 23. They still could, there's still rumors still out there. They still might try to get rid of Matisse, but you know I kind of, I'm kind of shout out to what's his name, Keith Pompey, man. I'm like on the fence. Do you want it? I understand, the situation with Matisse and the getting half the COVID shot package. I was wondering, like, what the hell? What was you thinking? How did you not know that you had for whatever shots you got? How did you know that you know? How did you not know that you had to get the second shot? Like, why was this weird to me? And then his excuse, well, I'm not getting the other one because I didn't know. Man, the doctors tell you when you get the shot, or the nurses tell you. You knew. You just whatever. Just say that you didn't feel comfortable, man. But don't lie to us. Don't do that. Don't lie to us. We ain't dumb. For the folks who did take it, even for the folks who didn't, they know it was two shots of all of them except for Johnson and Johnson. So don't play us like that, man. Who do you think the Lakers take? Jadis, I'm gonna be honest with you. Does it really matter? Because that person ain't gonna play. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no draft picks ever gonna play as long as LeBron on a team, on any team. I can't think the last time a drafted player in that year played with LeBron, other than maybe what Booby Gibson, and that was like 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as that go, you don't ever have to worry about a drafted player playing with LeBron. That's not gonna happen. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. They pick at 23. Let me see. Let me see what pick they at right now. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. Mm, Let me see what pick they at right now. It ain't even came across my screen yet on the TV. So yeah, let me look, man. Let me look. 2022 NBA draft. All right, so hold on. News. I think we may be at 20 right now. But let me see. Draft tracker. All right, mm, so I think they're at 19 right now. Oh no, I'm wrong. They should. Let me look. It's coming across my screen now. Hold on. 20. Right. So they're at pick 21. So Denver's up next. Denver's up next, and then the Grizzlies, and then the 76ers, man. And I'll stay on with y'all through the 76ers pick and see what's going on with that. I hope, what I mean. But back to Matisse, man. Yeah, right. But back to Matisse. It's gonna be, I don't know, man. Like, do you really want to do you really want to do you really want to trade him, man? You know what I'm saying? Because I see some Kawhi in him if he could. Some, I'm not saying all, so don't make that the gospel. You know what I mean? But I see some like the defensive package, but Matisse needs to work on his jump shot. He could pretty much do everything else, but work on your jump shot, man. You know what I mean? Really, really, really work on it. Um, Capella, is he a better trade piece than TJ or PJ? Um, it depends on how it depends on what the team really values the most need at right now. You know what I mean? Because I think losing on the flip side of it, I think losing Drummond to Brooklyn was tough because he was a good backup to Joel. For PJ, I think that there's an advantage to getting PJ because PJ is the toughness that this team needs, man. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is because I still, even though Joel is 6 years in as a starter. I still feel that look, Jadis, man. I still feel like Joel is still growing as a man into learning how to be a leader, man. Because sometimes when he's talking and he's presses, I'm like, yeah, I know you want to be truthful, and I know you want to, keep it real, man. Keep it a buck, but hey, sometimes saying less is better. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're the best player on your team, they're looking at you to be not only a vocal leader but a leader in the locker room and show and by example how to talk, how to move. You know what I mean? They're looking at you like that, and you're going to become a vision, eventually the oldest guy on the team. You know what I mean? So you got that. Yeah. So they do need a backup center, but it's just that you don't. For all intents and purposes, Danny Green is going. And in my opinion, you know what I mean? Because this is an Achilles, or it was is a knee. He tore his knee. He's 37. You know what I mean? And by the time he comes back, he's going to be he's going to be 38, man. You know what I mean? 37, I think 30. No, not think of 36. It'd be 36, but still coming off an Achilles, man, or off ACL. I don't see how I don't see a spot on this on the team, and he was already getting slow on defense, man. So, but at the same time, it's like PJ 37 too. You know what I mean? It's just that PJ don't get hurt. Yeah, yeah, Rich. Yeah, Richie, man. That's annoying to me because I think that was a problem too. Not playing Paul, not playing Paul or Bassie, bro. That was a problem to me. That was a big problem to me, man, because if you would have got those guys minutes early in the season, they would have been more functional and ready to go when you playing Miami, because they could have used Paul Reed more and Bassie in that series. If you knew at that point, like when they made that trade, they knew they had to give up Drummond. At that point, they should have done whatever they could have done to uh, ramp up Bassie's or Reed's minutes. Man, it was just weird. And Doc, I don't understand. Like, and Doc is stubborn in his motives too. Like, I'm not going to play this guy. Well, just because you guys say I should play this guy, I should. Like, look, bro, what else do you have? You know what I'm saying? You played 47-year-old Paul Millsap out there, and it was to the point where you couldn't even put him out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Only thing, like I said, with PJ is PJ, man. PJ is he's still a tough guy. That's something the team needs because they don't have enough of them. They don't have enough guys that go to war with you enough, man. Sometimes they'll fold. You know what I mean? And so you got that. And how many? I'm looking at the draft. The Nuggets just picked up another guard. I'm like, how many guards you gonna get? You know what I'm saying? You got my boy Bones, man, from my hometown, man. You got Bones. You got Monte Morris. You got uh Campozo. You're gonna have Jamal Murray coming back. You already got what's the kid from B More, number 5, but he's out in Denver, man. I forgot his name on the top of my head. But you got him out there. They got like 15 guards that all deserve floor time out in Denver. So, like I said earlier, some folks is gonna be on the move. We just don't know who. Because there's not enough roster spots. There's not enough money to go around, and there's not enough playing time to go around, and there's only one basketball. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough, man. Memphis is up next with they pick. They already picking. So I want to see who they picking, man, because I want to see this. What I really want to do is I want to see this rivalry, man, between Golden State and Memphis. It's funny, you know what I mean? Them boys is on their way, man. You know what I'm saying? Them boys from the bluff, man. They tough guys. Tough guys for real, man. You know, they got up next. Yeah. Yeah, Richie, man. You know, they the first thing on PJ plays a brand of defense that this team needs though. You know, that was kind of slacking with Danny, man, because Danny's late Danny's knees was on, his legs were going, man. Because it was to the point where they didn't even play much in the they ain't playing much once they try to, what was it, halfway through the second half they played more Matisse starting than Danny. They didn't even, because Danny was coming off the bench. So now you look at it, he's done now, man. You know what I mean? But PJ, they need somebody. If they don't get PJ, they need somebody in that locker room that can hold some jokers accountable. Because right now, with them deciding to bring back Doc, they don't have a vet in that locker room that can knock some heads together and be like, yo, get y'all situation together. We here to play ball. You know what I mean? They need it. So Memphis picked up the center Kessler from Auburn. That was a good pick. Real good, man, because you ain't gonna be able to rely on the big New Zealand, you know what I'm saying, Steven Adams. That man's getting beat up too. Is big guy, tough guy, but you know they want to get younger there, so I can see that's a good pick. Getting Kessler, and he could play right behind right behind the bigs. You got Jaren Jackson Jr., you got Wright. You know what I mean? So if you get him a couple spot minutes in there, he may start his season in the G League, but that's not a bad thing either. Oh, so he's on a proposed trade. So Kessler's on a proposed trade to Memphis, or not to Memphis, but Miami, or not Miami, but I'm sorry, Minnesota. I'm sorry, yeah. So they got him going there, man. Like I said, I told you I was gonna hang on through this the 76ers pick. Oh, what? Oh, okay. So we got a proposed trade. What is going on with this with the Sixers? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on with this crap, man. Lord have mercy. As long as it ain't nothing crazy. And look at ESPN's putting up all this drama stuff, man. Ain't nobody worried about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about no drama right now. We're trying to watch this draft. They be playing stuff. Oh, okay. All right. So Memphis has traded pick 23 to Memphis for DeAnthony Melton. That is a decent. Hey, that's a decent trade. That's a decent trade. Melton is a shooter and he's a defender. Good, good, good. That's not bad at all. So, DeAnthony Melton gets traded to the 76ers for the 23rd pick. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Definitely not bad, man. Melton is a dog. You know what I'm saying? I was signing him down with those Memphis boys, man. He did his thing. He was doing his thing, and he started right, and then when he needed to come off the bench, he did. He did his job, man. So that's good, real good. I hope I don't see. So it was Danny Green at pick 23 for Melton. Ah, okay. So they got Danny's 10 mil off the books, and they got DeAnthony Melton, and they got younger. Good job. That's really good. So I wonder how that's going to tie in with the PJ Tucker thing right now, man. That's decent. That's the whole other way to look at things, man, to see what's going on, man. That's that's real different. Yeah, yeah. That's not bad. DeAnthony Melton in the 23rd pick. Oh, we are Jay, this year this came in a little late, but we traded our 23rd pick to Memphis for DeAnthony Melton. That was a good pick, man. Very good. That's very good, man. Yeah, they did all right with this. Yeah, they did real good for it, man. Real good with it. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up, man. I just want to jump on with y'all. It's almost 10:20. I ain't trying to hold up with y'all, man. But I will be back soon with my guy Marv, man. We gonna talk. The topic's gonna vary, man. It may be NBA 1 minute, man. It may be the NFL the next. But we gonna keep y'all tuned in, keep y'all rocking with us, man. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Ride, please, man. If y'all ain't supporting, I don't care who y'all tell. Please go out there and let your people know to support Joe Castro, man. That man is putting out a lot of good content, man. He's building a strong team. Myself, Brandon, Marv, man. You never know who we gonna have coming on because me and Marv gonna have some guests coming on in the near future, man. You never know what the topic's gonna be, but they're gonna be fresh, man. And I thank y'all, for rocking with me this last, 45 minutes, man. And maybe I'll be on again this weekend. We'll talk some more hoops with y'all, man. But Philly podcast, man, the city edition, man. My name is Black. Man, you can reach me at imagine_life 2 on Twitter. Just Marcus Blackstock on Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man, and y'all have a good evening.